Hey folks, this is Chetty. I guess if I had to think of, I don't know if I have a favorite Halloween memory. As most of you should know, Halloween. I'm not the horror guy. That I leave that to Dave, and I leave that to a lot of the other members of Nerd Box. But I will say, I will give you one of my most I guess, notable memories. I was probably, let's see, 10, maybe 11 years old, and my mother was bringing my brother and I, a friend of hers and her son, to a haunted mansion out in, I want to say Sussex, New Jersey. I don't know. We go out there at 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. This is a very vivid memory. I'm 38 years old in a couple months, and I can remember this like it was yesterday. Later at night, 8, 9 o'clock at night, place is packed, and I remember you used to have to go into this preliminary sort of building to pay for your tickets, and then you had to cross a street, and then you go into the mansion, and the mansion was huge. Or I was little, so maybe it wasn't huge. I just remember it being huge, and you could hear people screaming and the sound effects and all this other kind of stuff and whatever. So, I'm being the brave older brother and like tough kid. It's got to be fired. I've got to. I'm gonna put you in the belly. That kind of stuff. And we walk across the street, and they opened the gate. They did. I will, from what I remember, it was they did a great job. If I could have appreciated it back then, I would have more. So they open this gate. There's fog, and it's like gloomy out, and it's like the perfect setting. Well, apparently they, like a lot of haunted houses I've learned over the years, is that they usually hire cheap labor. They hire college students, high school students, whatever. There's no exception with this one. So we walk through the gates, and they immediately jump scare you. And it was like, okay, I got scared once, twice. And then there was this kid, and he runs up to me with a hockey mask and a fucking chainsaw, like a real chainsaw. Now, I'm sure, looking back on it now, there's no chain in it, obviously, but the thing's running and it's the whole fucking time. And I drop to the ground, go into the fetal goddamn position, and I'm crying like a baby. I mean, I am reduced to a puddle of mush. And the guy, from what I'm told, after the fact by my mother and her friend, the guy stood over me for like a good, 30 seconds to a minute maybe, and he kept like jabbing motion with the chainsaw rah, 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 into me. And like it took my mother and her friend Marianne to like kind of get him away, and I was freaking out. And long story longer, they what they ended up doing was is they took me like behind the scenes of the mansion. There's like escape routes because it's a business. There's got to be like fire exits in case stuff like that happens. I don't know why I couldn't go out the front gate because I was right there. Like I was right at the front gate. I don't understand why that didn't happen. But I had to go through the haunted mansion, but I did it all from behind the scenes. So I'm walking through like really narrow ladders and like gantries and stuff like that, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So I get out. My mother is livid. Marianne is livid. Like they are pissed off. And they went through the whole. Well, I don't remember if my mother did or not. I feel like she was with. She might have been with me the whole time, but that maybe not though, because like as I recall, there was like very narrow. Like there was not a lot of room. But they were in the face of the frickin' whoever was running the show or the people behind the counter or whatever. They were losing their minds. Like, how the fuck do you have somebody get up to a little kid and jam a chainsaw in their face? How do you do that to somebody? He's probably scarred for life. And here I am at 37 years old sharing it with the Nerdbox community. So maybe I am scarred for life. But yeah. But what it kind of did in a weird way is that, it revealed to me as a kid that there's a behind the scenes. It's literally all smoke and mirrors. It wasn't real. You know what I mean? And I think I guess that's a positive thing I can take from it. I don't know. I've come to love horror movies and slasher movies ever since, and I don't love Halloween. It's not my favorite holiday. I love it because I have a kid, and that's great. But it's never been my thing. More of a Christmas guy myself. But um, but it definitely it made things a little bit more. I don't know, palatable after that in a weird way. I don't really understand why. But anyway, so that's my memory. That's my Halloween memory, and I hope all of you guys stay tuned for some nerdboxery. I like that nerdboxery that's coming out in the next coming weeks. We got some new five things. Lady Donna, she's got a new show, I believe, that's premiering soon. We got some hot takes, I'm sure, that are gonna be coming up. And a whole bunch of other stuff, some reviews, you name it, it's there. So make sure click like, subscribe, comment below, all that kind of good stuff, and we will see you round the band.